everybody, and welcome back to life on the Off-Grid Farm. Now, you may be wondering why I'm standing out here in the rain and the cold. It's not too bad right now here. In front of our solar panels. Our solar array, I think it's a pretty good shot of our 36 panel array. And part of that is because I just wanted to share how much power we do make when it does rain, because we do make power when it rains. It's not a whole lot, but I'll show you a little screenshot here. And we are generating about 0.5, half a kilowatt, 500 watts of power. And our house is using exactly that, 0.5 kilowatts, 500 watts of power. And we got some basic things running, some lights, the refrigerator, the water, like just some basic things happening. So it's nice that it's neutral. And so really what's also helpful today on this rainy day is to notice that with our 55% power, now we had a full charge up yesterday. We're coming into the later fall, early winter here in New England, so we're not getting as much sun exposure and we're not being able to produce as much power during the day that we would be in other times of the year. And so with that being said, we stopped producing power, let's say at about 4 o'clock p.m. And so from yesterday when we were charged up to today, we're at about 55% power now. So we're down about 40% of that, 43% of that. And we're gonna have a sunny day tomorrow. So it's great because we could just operate our house as normal. We can all watch the TVs and charge everything up, charge all the devices, use all the tools, whatever we need to do today. Part of the thing is it's twofold. So part of the thing is that with our 40 kilowatt, 40.5 kilowatt, our three Powerwall storage, it gives us about one gray day of being really comfortable. The nights, no problem, we can get through the 12 hours. One gray day like this, as you can see with 55%, we'll go into tonight, we'll lose about another 25%, let's say, close to another Powerwall's worth, 33%, but close to another Powerwall's worth at night. So we'll go into the morning tomorrow at about probably 25% or so, from where we're using power now, and just kind of said normally, using the same without any sacrifice in the energy usage. And tomorrow we'll go all charged back up. At 6:30 we'll start making power. If it's a sunny day, by 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll have our system fully charged up. Which leads me to the next questions I have. This is all new to me. All this solar information and data and the actual usage of it is really interesting and new. So I always have a lot of questions. So if anybody has information, please feel free to let me know where I should be kind of directing my thoughts or processes or anything like that, or what you want to hear about in our system, because it's definitely a bit of a trial and error. But these are 310, 320 max capacity panels, and I think our system's rated at 13.23 kilowatts, I think was our system rating in terms of the ability to generate our power. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I'm going to go back through. The nice thing about the Tesla app on this is you can go back through all the data and see what the numbers are, what you're using, what you're bringing in, what your battery's using, how your power's allocated. I think that in the summertime, in our peak, June, July, like high input, high energy production days, I think we could push 12. But I'd have to go back and double check on that. I think it's tend to be more towards in the 11 range on a peak standpoint. But even right now, look, it's gray out. As you can tell, it's raining out. We're generating 0.5 kilowatts, and we're using that. So that's a nice push, knowing that we're going to go until 4 o'clock, until it gets dark out, being able to make at least some power, and then using essentially what's one power's wall's worth of energy overnight, and then being able to generate that all back tomorrow. So that leads me to my last point, is that we're looking to supplement our power somehow. That it's this one gray day is no problem. When we need to do 2 gray days, what we do is we adjust our power, we manage our power, and so we go actually into the panel, the circuit panel that's in the house, and we shut down certain things that we just don't need. The basement dehumidifier that tends to run when the humidity level reaches a certain point, or the fresh air intakes, or those sorts of things that are kind of a luxury for us, and we know, and we can kind of control those, and then we can get our house really down to running at about 0.2, 0.3 kilowatts. So it's that first gray day is no problem. That second gray day can be a little bit sticky for us. And then when we do have that third gray day, it does happen, especially in the winter, that's when we're looking for supplemental power. So right now, we had been looking at doing an EV conversion on an old truck and possibly some old Tesla battery modules that we would take the power from an inverter and backfeed it into our house. We've been looking at some vehicles, trading in for a vehicle that has some vehicle to load capacity to it, to give us that extra battery power. And I mean, that's really one of the incredible things about the electric vehicles. And now that the technology is getting up to the point where you could pull a good amount of power from those inverters and not just from the 12-volt batteries, is that the capacity of those vehicles, the battery storage is just enormous. We have 3 power walls that we bought two years ago, 40.5 kilowatts of storage, and we're looking at cars that have 60, 80, 100 kilowatts of storage plus when you look at the Lightnings and things like that. So it's just really fascinating to see. What I think I would love to see at some point, I mean, this is just totally purely for our case scenario, and it doesn't really suit anybody, but a vehicle that has some bit of storage you can take out, leave at the house, because there's vehicles that frankly we could power our whole house for days. And if we just had to take the vehicle out, it'd be nice to be able to leave a battery pack at the house, and then for those extra long drives where the family's all going and you need the 250 mile range, maybe you could pop that battery pack back in. Now this is a purely hypothetical scenario here, but it would be nice for us to just be able to supplement our 3 power walls with just an extra, and I know we could do it, but an extra 40 or 60 kilowatts that isn't just stationary. It'd be great value to us to be able to go bring it somewhere, to get it charged up, to be able to have that power to bring back to the house, or to bring it with us if we're going camping as a family, if we're going on an excursion, an outing, a vacation as a family, to know that we've got a lot of flexibility in how we're able to have that vacation and enjoy our leisure time. So, but in terms of running the house, would definitely be nice to have a little bit of that supplemental power with a manual transfer switch. I think we got it. We got a lot of things we're thinking about. If anybody has any ideas out there, any thoughts that's worked for them, if rewiring a Leaf or getting an Ionic or a Lightning or getting some additional just smaller battery storage through Blue Eddy or something like that, like if anybody's had success, please drop us a note in the comments and let us know, because we're learning on the fly here, and we're really grateful, learning a lot from other channels. Maybe I could even put a video together for all the channels that we've learned from, but just been really grateful for the community and the help out there. So thanks everybody. Hope you're enjoying the day out there. Hope you're producing the power you need, and I hope you're staying colorful. Stay positive, and we'll see you next time. Thanks everyone.